Mi gente, buenas tardes, buenas noches. My name is Andrea Moreno. I'm one of the founders here at Etnicidad, also known as LTN. For those of you guys who are joining us for the first time, LTN is a nonprofit dedicated to integrating Latinas within the community, corporate structure, and schools, and all aspects of the schools, through academic assistance, leadership development, and civic engagement. You guys all know Wallo, of course, but for those of you guys who don't, Wallo is a cultural phenomenon who, in 2 short years, rose to stardom after serving a 20-year prison sentence. He is now a successful entrepreneur and podcaster. He has inspired people all throughout the world, and you can find daily inspiration about stepping into your greatness and discovering your purpose on his Instagram. So Wallo, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, so we talk about, so today's topic is going to be, of course, motivation and discipline. You have a no BS mentality of, get it done by any means necessary. How, after what you've been through, did you gain that awareness? What made you reach that turning point? And did you recognize it at the time, how far this would go?
I think, you just, after losing for so much, most of my life, it comes to a point where I'm like, man, I got to get up and I got to make this stuff count, because you just keep losing. It's like, man, I ain't got that much time left to keep messing up, especially when you get to a certain age. It's like, especially, you running back and forth from prison. I've been running back and forth from prison my whole life. And I'm like, listen, man, I got to make this stuff count. We can't be playing games and all that. You had to make it. And that's what happened. I just got dedicated, stayed focused, and locked in on what I wanted to do, because I knew it was more out there for me than some street shit. I've been operating outside of the law my whole life, and that ain't worked for me. And it came to the point, like one of my homies' mom said, if you can't do wrong right, you need to stop trying to start doing right. And that's what I started focusing on, more of that. And things changed. I just stayed dedicated every day, because I believe in the 6-month, the 12-month, and the 18-month plan. If you could stick for something for that long, it's going to pop. You just got to stay down long enough, and that shit going to pop. And that's how I see things. And that's what really helped me stay focused, and things started to pop, and I started to see things happen. After a while, it took a long time. But, I started to see things happen, and I just stayed disciplined, even the days it wasn't, because it was a lot of rainy days. And, that's now I'm here.
Did you realize, or did you sort of had an idea of how?
Huh?
Did you have it sort of like an idea, or did you ever think that you would get this big?
I don't even see myself as like most people see it. I just like, man, listen, I'm just focusing every day. So I don't even see myself. I'm more focused on the grind and just staying focused on the grind and just going after it every day and just feeling like I'm still at the same place I started at. And that's what keep it what's the name when I be able to get up and make it happen and go out here and make moves, connect, spread information. So it's like I'm still down here. I'm still just trying to rise. So I don't even look at myself as that, as you would say, that big. I'm just going in,
Yeah. So what motivates you to do what you do? Like, where does that passion come from?
What's crazy? I've always been a person, like even in my community, that always introduced people to things on the aspect of information or whatever it may be, whether it was crime, whatever I was into. And then when I was in prison, my homie used to call me the information king. I used to always give people information, whether it was some books, whatever it was. And that's something I done. So when I came home, I just kept going. I just kept going. I just kept going and staying focused and giving people information, pushing people, and being a help that everybody said that they want for themselves. And that's what happened, just networking and doing it and doing it and doing it.
Well, you touched about network. How